So welcome to Lucia Luzzi. Thank you for being here. And would you mind introducing yourself?
Okay, hello, Ilaria. Hello, everybody. So good afternoon. First of all, I would like to thank you for organizing this interesting initiative and for inviting me to take part of it today. So allow me to briefly introduce myself. My name is Lucia Luzzi. I'm an economist. I'm an international development professional. I graduated in economics from Bocconi University in Milan before earning my international PhD from the School for Advanced Studies in Venice. During my PhD studies, I also spent a year as visiting scholar at the Free University of Amsterdam. I'm currently working at the World Bank at the headquarters in Washington, D.C. And previously, I was visiting professor and adjunct lecturer in economics in Boston. And during the years, I also work in international development and supporting capacity building programs for both government and statistical agencies. What do I do at present? I have over 15 years experience, a solid and strong analytical background, and I have lived and worked extensively throughout Africa and Latin America, studying and addressing core issues of poverty and inequality among the most vulnerable, particularly children and displaced people. This is my main topic of research. I had experience managing large-scale and complex projects, as I do at the World Bank, and my main study interests are those related to human capital development and its connections with food security, water security, and energy. To delve deeper into these issues and obtain scientific relevant results to properly inform policymakers, I also specialize in methodology of high-quality data collection and processing.
So thank you. Really interesting. So can you explain us what is development economics, and if you can you make some example of policies or strategies recommended by development economists to improve condition in developing countries?
Yeah, thank you. So development economics is a branch of economics that mainly focuses on improving economic and social conditions in developing countries. And so it involves studying how economies are transformed from poverty to prosperity, and how economic growth is connected to changes in structure of an economy. It also looks at how to promote economic growth by improving factors like health, education, working conditions, and market conditions. Development economists may work on topics such as economic policy, poverty reduction strategies, and the creation of environment conducive to sustainable economic growth. So development economics looks at both macroeconomics and microeconomic factors that contribute to economic development. So it uses theoretical as well as quantitative methods. And overall, the main goals of development economics are those to improve well-being and living standard of people in developing countries, while promoting sustainable and inclusive economic growth by providing rigorous analytical data and policy advice. So development economists recommended a range of policies and strategies to improve conditions in these countries, to address these unique challenges they face, and to promote long-term economic growth and poverty reduction. These are our need to topics. So the key strategies used in development economics to pursue these aims are designed to address the multidimensional nature of poverty and promote equity by creating opportunities for economic empowerment and social inclusion. And some examples can include investment in education to improve human capital and productivity, or infrastructure development, such as roads and utilities to facilitate economic growth and improve living standards. Also, agricultural development, so implementing policies to support smallholder farmers, improve agricultural productivity, and also enhance food security. This can include providing access to credit and technology.
And what is the circular economy model, and how does it relate to development economics?
So the circular economy is new and inclusive economic paradigm that aims to minimize waste, pollution, and resources exploitation, to extend product life cycle and promote the sharing and repurposing of physical and natural assets. So this new model is in contrast with the prevalent traditional linear economic system in which we used to make, use, and then dispose of products, components, and materials. So instead, in a circular economy, resources are kept in use for as long as possible and extracting the maximum value from them while in use, and eventually recovering and regenerating products and material at the end of the service life. So this approach is designed to minimize environmental impact, reduce resource consumption, and create a more sustainable economic system by looping product back into the production cycle rather than disposing of them. So we can say that overall, the circular economy model offers a more sustainable approach to economic activity, aiming to reduce environmental pressure and promote the efficient use of resources, ultimately contributing to a healthier planet. And while circularity is already commonplace in certain industries, such as packaging, other sectors still have a long way to go. Development economics and circular economy are interlinked. They are interconnected through their mutual focus on sustainable development. And so development economics is concerned with economic growth and poverty reduction in developing countries. And they often focus on policies and strategies that can lead to improved social and economic conditions. The circular economy model instead emphasizes the reduction of waste and the continual use of resources, offering a pathway to sustainable growth that development economics can adopt. So integrating the circular economy principle, development economists can propose economic models that are not only growth-oriented, but also environmentally sustainable. And this is crucial because this can help development countries to implement systems that reduce environmental degradation, promote resource efficiency, and create economic opportunities that are not reliant on what we have seen, the traditional linear model of take, make, dispose. So, for instance, development policies could encourage the adoption of circular economy practices, such as recycling and remanufacturing, which can lead to even job creation, innovation. And in this way, the two, development economics and circular economy, are related by their shared aim of achieving economic development that is both sustainable and inclusive.
So, with this example, we can see how we can use and implement the two models.
Sure. So overall, the adoption of circular economy models in developing countries can lead to several economic benefits, and as economic growth, job creation, and improved resources efficiency, while also contributing to environmental sustainability. And in fact, there are several examples of circular economy practices that have been successfully implemented in developing countries. So one that I can mention is the sustainable agriculture. So, for example, in Kenya, circular economy practices in agriculture involve using organic waste to create compost, which is then used to improve soil fertility. And this reduces the need for chemical fertilizers and enhances crop yields. Another example can be that of waste-to-energy projects, like In countries like Brazil or India, these projects have been developed to convert municipal waste into energy. And this not only helps manage waste, but also provides a renewable source of energy.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell us what are the potential economic benefit or adopting a circular economy in middle-income countries?
Right. So until now we have talked about developing countries, which are nations with a lower standard of living and a low human development index relative to other countries. So these countries typically have a lower level of income, education, healthcare, and have particular challenges such as poverty, corruption, and political instability. But however, these topics are important not only for developing countries, but also for middle-income countries, which are nations with a gross national income per capita that falls between the thresholds defined by the World Bank for low and high-income countries. So adopting circular economy has numerous potential economic benefits, not only for the first group of countries, but also for middle-income countries. And some of them can be resource efficiency, waste reduction, and energy savings. So the circular economy can promote the efficient use of resources by encouraging their reuse, repair, and recycling of products and material. And this, of course, can lead to a reduced demand for raw materials, and so cost saving and reduce environmental impact. In relation to waste reduction, we can see that by finding new uses for materials that would otherwise be discarded, countries can reduce their waste management costs and environmental footprint, and energy saving. I also mentioned that. So recycling and other circular practices often consume less energy compared to traditional manufacturing processes, and leading to energy savings and reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. So the transition to a circular economy involves challenges and requires careful planning and policy support to ensure that benefits are fully realized.
Okay. Can you explain us what smart food and smart agriculture are? We are interested in this.
So smart food and smart agriculture refer to approaches in the agricultural sectors that aim to increase efficiency, productivity, and sustainability through the use of technology and data-driven insights. Smart food generally focuses on producing food that is good for the consumer, so food that is nutritious and healthy, good for the planet, so environmentally sustainable, and good for the farmers, so profitable and resilient to climate change. So this concept often involves the promotion of crops that meet these criteria and can include traditional and indigenous crops that have been underutilized in the past. Smart agriculture, instead, also known as precision agriculture, involves the use of advanced technologies such as GPS, sensors, big data analytics, drones, and even artificial intelligence to monitor and manage agricultural production. The goal is to optimize inputs like water, fertilizer, pesticides, which can increase crop yields while minimizing the environmental impact. So it also includes the use of information technology to make better decisions on planting, crop management, and harvesting. So overall, smart agriculture plays a crucial role in promoting sustainable farming practices, ensuring the long-term viability of agricultural production while minimizing its environmental impact. So both smart food and smart agriculture are part of a broader effort to make the food system more sustainable and address challenges such as climate change, food security, and resource scarcity.
So it is related to circular economy. I think I think it is directly related to circular economy. Agriculture, smart agriculture, and circular economy are related, isn't it?
Correct. So the relationship between circular economy and smart agriculture is through the shared goal of sustainability and efficiency. So as we have seen, circular economy on the one hand is an economic model aiming at minimizing waste and making most of resources. So this model encourages recycling, reusing, repairing to extend the life cycle of products and materials. Smart agriculture, on the other hand, refers to the use of technology to optimize farming processes, improve resource efficiency, and reduce environmental impact. So in a sense, smart agriculture can be seen as a practical application within the agricultural sector that advances the principle of circular economy, leading to a more sustainable and efficient food system.
Okay. How can smart agriculture technologies contribute to the principle of circular economy and sustainability?
Yes, so smart agriculture technologies contribute to the principle of circular economy in several ways. I can mention a few of them, like resource optimization, waste reduction, energy efficiency, and so far and so on. So smart agriculture technologies can enable precise application of water, fertilizer, and pesticides, ensuring that crops receive exactly what they need for optimal growth. So this minimizes waste and aligns with circular economy's principles of keeping products and materials in use for as long as possible. We also mentioned waste reduction. So by using sensors and data analytics, smart agriculture can help in identifying extract amount of resources needed, and so reducing the excess that would otherwise become waste. The last was energy efficiency. So smart agriculture often involves the use of renewable energy sources such as solar power, sensors, or drones. And this reduces reliance on fossil fuels and contributes to circular economy's goal of using renewable resources. So by integrating these technologies, smart agriculture not only increases efficiency and productivity in the agricultural sector, but also supports the transition to circular economies by reducing waste, preserving resources, and maintaining the health of ecosystems.
Okay, thank you. Can you make some example of smart agriculture in middle-income countries? Some successful example.
Yes, so smart agriculture in middle-income countries refer to the application of information and communication technologies to the agricultural sector to increase its efficiency, productivity, and sustainability. This can include a wide range of technologies such as precision farming, the use of drones for monitoring crop health, or automated irrigation system, and data analytics for their crop management. The adoption of smart agriculture can help middle-income countries address challenges such as food security, climate change, and resource management, while also improving the livelihood of farmers and rural communities. So by leveraging smart agriculture, these countries can enhance agricultural output and reduce waste and make farming practices more environmentally sustainable and resilient to external shocks. So there are several successful examples of smart agriculture initiative in these countries. I can mention the precision farming in Brazil and the smart irrigation in South Africa. The former is the precision farming in Brazil. So by using satellite imagery, GPS, and data analytics, farmers are able to optimize the use of inputs such as water, fertilizer, and pesticides, leading to increased productivity and reduced environmental impact. If we talk about smart irrigation in South Africa, I can mention that South Africa has implemented these systems in its agricultural sector to improve water management. And these systems use sensors and data analytics to optimize water usage, leading to water savings and increase crop yields.
Thank you, Lucia. I think there's a lot of jobs, a lot of work to do for the future with this the example that you bring us. We thank you and thank you.